I'm Nick. Welcome to Get Out and Wrench. We're working on our 91 Camaro again. I got an exhaust system for it off the marketplace. It's the Edelbrock SDT exhaust. They don't make this anymore. I found it for a good price. It came off of a Trans Am, and it looks to be in fairly decent shape. I got this, and I got the mid pipe, so it's pretty much the whole exhaust system. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video. Check out my other videos. This car was in a major accident and I spent a lot of time rebuilding it. So check those out if you're interested. And share them with people. Comment whatever you think. So the car currently has a muffler shop 2.5-inch exhaust with a just cheap knockoff chambered muffler. It sounds pretty good, but it's all rusty. It's crimped on the top and bad, like they bent it weird and it just looks bad. I'll show you when I get under there, but I'm gonna do a startup right now. I'll rev it a couple times so you can hear what this sounds like. I'm gonna get this off. I'll put the other one on and then I'll start that up and we can hear how that one sounds. Don't mind the smoke. So this sounds pretty good, but I want something on here that looks a little nicer, and this supposedly has a nice deep aggressive tone and should sound pretty similar to this, maybe a little bit deeper. So I'll get to work and get this on and show you what I do throughout the process. All right, so I'm going to show you what I got going on down here. We have our knockoff chambered muffler here with our tips. And this thing's all rusty. Let's see, all the chrome's all gone off the tips. And then there's our 2.5-inch exhaust that goes up to some like elbow that I had. I kind of just made work, but you can see up here it's all like crimped, weird, and I don't know. I just don't like how this exhaust is sitting on here. It needs to be replaced. It did its job for, I don't even know how long it's been on here. It was on here when I bought the car 5 years ago, so it's done its job. I'll give it credit for that, but it's time for it to go. So I'm going to lay out my new exhaust on the ground here to make sure that I have enough pipe. So I'll lay this exhaust down. I'm not really worried about the over the axle part. That should fit on there fine. I just want to lay the mid pipe down and see where it's going to line up to. Sorry for the lighting. Under a car, I don't really have the best lighting. If I had a lift, everything would be a lot easier. But for now, this way. Because that's got to come over here. I will need a little bit more 3-inch pipe. So I got the old exhaust off. As you can see, I cut it here. And it had Just some like generic brackets on it. Same thing on that side. I mean, it still works. It's still a decent sounding exhaust. It's seen better days. There's the vent part here. Like, that's just terribly crimped. So, and then these are your regular non-mandrel bends. And then this piece is all rusty. And then I had this here with this adapter to the 3-inch for the mid pipe that I have. So once this is on, so I have your factory bracket's gonna go here, and the factory hanger is gonna go here. So this hanger goes on there, it slides on, and then this one goes here, and it goes like that, and then this folds. See if I can fold it. This folds like that, and a nut and a bolt go through there. So I'll mount everything up, and then the mid pipe is there. That's gonna go over. So I might put the over the axle part on first. Like I'll take this part, put the over the axle part on, and then get everything situated. Put that on, or well, I'll cut the end off of that right here. And then I have a piece of pipe that can bridge the gap that I need at the other end. All right, so I have this. Can you see that? Yeah. So I have this here, this gap. I got the rest of the pipe installed, pretty much where it's gonna go. And I have this gap. I have this piece of stainless steel pipe that I had laying around. So, and it's got a nice slip fitting on it. So that'll go on this side. I cut the flange off of here because I don't have a ball flange, and they're like $100, and I'm not spending $100 on a ball flange for this. So I'm gonna just line this up here like that. This needs to move over like maybe a tiny bit, so I'll just mark it and I'll cut it big of the line, because I could always cut it smaller if I need to. So right there. So I have this mark. I'm going to cut it, and then that piece should fit in there. And I have another band clamp like that can go on, and we'll be all set to I got it installed. It's as close as I can get it with everything there because it was on another car, so everything's tight. I kind of adjusted it the best I could. I got about a finger on top here, about a finger on top there. This one sticks out a little bit more than this one, but I think it'll be fine. It's not like super noticeable, so I'm not too worried about it. But we'll give it a start. We'll check for any exhaust leaks, and then we'll go from there. All right. I definitely think that sounds way better. I didn't feel any exhaust leaks. I put my hand over all the connections. So I'm actually really happy with it. It looks good. I'll get the car back down on the ground and then I'll get out of here and I'll go drive it around and see how I like it. I think it sounds a lot better. It's not as like raspy. I think the other one was too raspy for what I like with this car, and I really like this. I'm happy with it. So I'd say that's a success for a car with 305 and everything. I think it sounds good. It's coming together pretty good for what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna do a cold start this morning. It's about 58, 60 degrees here. So we'll get in, start it up, pull it out of the garage, and then I'll go for a drive. Great going out of the driveway. I think it sounds better. It's not as loud as it was and raspy, but I think I like the sound of it. So I'm satisfied with that. Let's do it again. Let's see what a full first gear launch will do. Sounds good. It's a deeper tone than it was. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I got the exhaust all finished up. I'm super happy with it. I got everything put together with band clamps right now. I tried to use these clamps that were like factory style ones for this exhaust. And the ones I ordered are for 3-inch, but they're not for the 3-inch pipe that fits over a 3-inch pipe. They're for a 3-inch pipe. So these didn't work, but the regular band clamps that have like 2 bolts, those worked in a couple spots that I needed them. So that was fine with that. This one's a little weird, but it looks fine. This is the right way that this exhaust should look on this car. If this was out a little bit more, you'd be able to read that it says Edelbrock on the top. The same thing over here, but that's minor details. With this exhaust on this car and the headers and the Y-pipe that I have, I think I have $300 in marketplace stuff in the whole exhaust system on this car, and it's all Edelbrock stuff. So Edelbrock headers, Edelbrock Y-pipe, Edelbrock catback, basically. And that's pretty cool to have, because they don't make this stuff anymore. I think they still make the headers, but they don't make this exhaust, and I like the way that sounds, and it's just cool to have old parts like that on your car. It's more period correct, which I kind of like. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Comment on this video. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, tips, pointers, advice, throw them at me. I'm always up for reading comments and chatting with people. If you're looking for some other videos, check out the video of the rebuild on this car. It was in 9 videos, and it was a long process. This car, I was in a car accident with it a couple years ago, and that was actually the reason I started my YouTube channel, was the rebuild of this car. So go check that out if you have time, and comment on those videos too. If you have any pointers for welding and stuff, that's always appreciated. In the meantime, I'm Nick. Get out and wrench.